Hello everyone. This is another part of Spellbinder playthrough. Doing well so far. I'm gonna sell some stuff before I proceed forward. We reach Coven, so we can start the quest line.
Whatever it is in, if you seek a Ulgrim use what I care.
We can grab 2 quests here and there. This is a pretty good drop. Which means I don't have to farm for this later on. Here we're looking for Janaxias then, so we can deal with her up front. Immediately Mark of Torment, so we can reflect most of her damage. Usually pretty easy, straightforward fight. Sometimes if you have bad resistances, she can deal a lot of damage. But this is very rare occasions. This is a fire-based ring. It's a good one if you play Fire Strike. This is a Forsaken Totem. Be extremely careful with these ones. Very profitable, very dangerous as well. This here is Kraval, is a world boss, a very hard one. Usually at this level is kinda suicide if you approach him. This is one of these places that you don't want to be. This shrine here is a scam. Never pay so much blooms for it. Kravao is a maybe 10 times harder battle than Lochorn. Most important thing is to kill the odds regularly and stay away from the pools. That pool under my feet. There is a Sunder mechanic as well. I'm gonna pop up mirror. As you can see, extremely dangerous battle. Also, I get some kinda bad mutators. He always drop his shoulders, which is they got buffed, I think, recent patch. But still don't worth to die in a hardcore. Okay, we got Ugdenbog Drift. Now we look for a couple of objectives. We look for Tomb of Ugdal. We look from the Lost Witches. And we look for Silvaria's Den. And of course we try not to die. So first spawning location is here. And we got lucky, so I'm gonna leave a rift gate and I'm gonna come back later when I secure the next rift gate. I'm gonna reposition myself out of the pools. You don't want to take so much passive damage just from standing still. This reflect, immediately I'm gonna pop up my mirror and I'm gonna nullify myself. We got upgraded version of the Twilight's Veil. Unfortunately, this needs cunning, and I don't want to spend cunning for that. This is not a bad ring. We start to take way too much damage, which means some of my gear pieces are pretty outdated. Every 10 levels also you can check your armor rating, and as you can see my arm slot is behind and my legs as well. My feet's kinda okay, but my arms and my legs are both behind already in terms of defenses, so I have to find a way to replace them. Witches have a fixed spawn location, Tomb of Ugdal as well. The only thing you have to look is Silvaria's Den. This was extremely dangerous spawn. These guys can hurt a lot. So I'm gonna grab more sustain. I think at this point it's much more important. We're gonna banish him, of course. Pointless to save him. You're gonna lose Wendigo Spirit. He's gonna give you another one. So it's gonna be vice versa, but I prefer to get some profit. Unholy Visage of the Covenant. We got some potential upgrades. I have to look. I keep these pants mainly for elemental and poison resistance. This is kinda bad, actually. My offhand is a level 70, which means I can upgrade that. Silvaria's Den is pretty tricky place. You don't want to get stuck and you don't want to get hit by several of those guys. They use the slam mechanic. If the first hit connects, the second one deals more damage. This Forsaken Totem can be very dangerous. This time is okay. There is a one-shot chest all the time here. Threat of Mortality is a very nice amulet defensively. Silvaria fight can be very tricky. You want to get rid of the yachts first. You don't want to get hit by the Sunda. Now it's time for the most boring quest line in Grimdawn.
You strike me as somebody. All right then.
We have to remain friendly with them. I want to try a Ravager on this build.
A blessed way.
This is a potential upgrade. I'm gonna lose a lot of offensive abilities, so maybe it's not good deal. What annoys me about this quest line, they are powerful when Digu tribe and they can deal with few crabs and some totem repairments. It's honestly, I expect more from their quest line. But I think devs runs out of ideas and they just put this completely nonsense. Now here is very tricky. This quest is a follow-up, so you have to be sure you destroy all the normal crabs. Undead crabs doesn't matter, but these ones. That's why I check every corner. You have to be sure your map is fully discovered. Because if you don't finish this quest now, you have to reset the game. Because most of the crap is gonna be killed and there is not gonna be enough to finish the quest line. And it's quite annoying to come twice here. As you can see, it's very easy to miss some of them. Treasure proof. A very good component. Not for this build, but in general. There is a few guaranteed dynamites here. There is a reflect mob. I have to immediately apply Mark of Torment. Another very good crafting blueprint. Plague guard this is grips, sorry. This is a very good endgame gloves if you struggle with poison and poison duration. And you can see how deep they can be at the cave. And this is Naxxon Shade. It's a very ether damage heavy, especially the pulse. You have to reposition. Boss drops was buffed and the last patch, not last but the patch before. So you're anyways here, you can give him a shot. Actually he dropped some interesting stuff, which is not bad at all. We're gonna lose cold. No, cold resistance. This is a potential upgrade. I teleport back to Barrowholm because it's much easier. Next objective is here. And it's very hard to walk at the way back. Just save yourself time and immediately teleport to Barrowholm. This is what we're looking for. Now we can finish all the quest line at once. This is another random event. This chest gonna spawn ambush.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
I'm gonna sell some stuff. I'm gonna keep some stuff for potential upgrade. Especially jewelries, you can use them all the time. This is actually a huge upgrade because my amulet gives me technically nothing. This is beautiful, and I can use a proper component here, not ether soul, since my ether resistance okay.
See you around.
I can use arcane lens for now, just to gap a little bit the energy. This is usually pet amulet, but all the bonuses that I take is actually huge. I lack life, I lack defensive ability, and I lack necro skills. So definitely a trait, a good trait. Here is another very good trait. Defensively, I'm gonna lose a little bit of damage. My slow resistance okay. More chaos, more ether. Still some of my resistance is quite bad, but no, I think this boots better. Still I'm gonna keep them. These are nice boots to have.
Is there something you need?
That's locked.
Is there something you need?
Okay, we get honored with them.
Should we?
That means we have to come back by their mandate.
That's
I
locked.
am so yeah. You we've always yes. I am we've always had.
He wants to deal with Laria. That's okay. He's gonna kill her anyway, so usually I kill her. She has a better spawn location when you are after the chill strifes or flame strife or the lighting strife. And it's better to have 2 targets instead of 1. You're gonna lose some Coven reputation, but that's not big deal.
I don't know who. Curses upon you!
And we go Flame Strife. Skorv's gonna kill her anyways, so doesn't matter if you decide to not kill her. They're gonna get her eventually.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left. Put it to good use.
Don't forget to get your mandate.
Give you a good price on what I've got left. See you around.
Let's check the augments. Usually it's not what you need, but some of the stuff can be useful. You can get 1 to Necro. Some of these rings are nice upgrades as well. But you need level 90. This is a high level faction.
Have you dealt? Eve of Ravager's return will. The Ravager is the Eve of.
We can take Ravager's quests, not big deal. We can soft cap Omen. And we can hard cap Mavens, so we can deal with all this damage. Now we can retrieve the reputation that we waste.
You've reached the altar of that is.
That's why usually I first kill Laria and then
Do you have the earth deep beneath Ulgrim?
come to finish the quest lines here.
Goradius, it'll appear yet not far.
And as you can see, we get revered with Coven pretty easily.
See anything you like?
We can buy mandates. There is Arcanist belt as well, but we're gonna stick with Chains of Ugrad. They have mostly jewelry's components. Nothing useful in particular for this build, but still nice to have. We can cleanse the circles. These boots upgrades for now until we farm the creek one. And I think Fate Weaver is an upgrade as well. defensively. We're gonna lose chaos resistance. I'm gonna stick with this for now until I fix this. But 84 is a good point. We can upgrade all the MIs now. Next one is a little bit northwest.
Have you everything in
We're gonna begin the ritual. This is a very good quest because spawns a lot of heroes, which means a lot of loot. This guy uses physical damage and trauma, so be sure don't underestimate him.
praise.
Korvac Brand. This is a legendary medal. Not very good for us. This quest line is done. We can go and save Ulgrim. More points mirror, not mirror Maven, sorry. Just to get a little bit more absorb. There is a reflective mob, immediately mark of torment. Here we look for one extra objective. We have to get a mythical Stormheart. Also a little bit Catonic kills. There is a desecrated shrine as well, which means more loot, more heroes to spawn. This is a pretty big spawn actually. And this is a couple of items that you want to keep for sure. This is the best item for Force Wave. Apart from some godly roll on a Obsidian Cleaver. This one is by far best. We got Invoker Shocking Touch. This comes with bonuses to Panetis, but unfortunately Elemental Panetis still can't be used because I have local conversion, and this global conversion can't affect my local ones, because in Grimdown local conversions take priority over the global. But still, apart from the Panetti skills and some life and stuff, it's not very useful. You have to kill Blood Queens first, they heal the pack. Now it's a very important moment. If you have Heart of Darkness in your inventory, this urn over here is gonna spawn Mythical Stormheart. This item is not gonna be here if you don't have the Heart of Darkness. And this is restricted, you can get just one per character. So be sure you don't solve this. If you solve this, you can't summon Locker. And you can't farm the best leveling set in the game. So keep Stormheart something on an important place at your inventory. Usually I don't touch this tab here, so I can move something that's not very important and leave Stormheart here. In this way I'm gonna be sure I'm not gonna sell it. Step very carefully here, these guys hurts. Especially if they roll some very good obsidian cleavers, they gonna delete you in one hit. We don't need tonic kills, so we can leave it. I think actually we need it for Black Legion. I think we are not ready with them. Yeah, we are pretty close. Maybe the next few minutes we're gonna get revered with them. This guy, he's not very dangerous. Just stay away from the thunder. And he's gonna spawn volcanoes, they can hurt. It's not dangerous as Gargabo volcanoes, but still they shotgun. Be careful with the oppressors, they gonna put their auras gonna drop your max life. This is a very dangerous place. Ulgrim, we can test the damage again, but he's gonna be much more dangerous now. As you can see, my energy bar finished before I finish him, which is not a very good sign. But he's like 11 levels on top of me, which means he has a lot of defensive ability and also a lot of offensive one. But still nice chunk of experience. and that's gonna net us revered with the Black Legion. We can go there and buy their augments, so we can shift finally some gear pieces for a better ones. This is pack of oppressors. Take your distance. Stay away from the aura. Another pack of oppressors.
It's good. You're right. Oh, to the.
It's time to jump to Black Legion vendor, so we can swap some augments and stuff.
See anything you like?
Their augments very important. They have some bonus stuff as well. We have problems with pierce and poison. We have problems with chaos. So all this stuff is gonna fix.
Iron well spent.
We can use a little bit of chaos to get rid of the so I can use Fate Weaver. Now I can use a proper component. Let me see if we have some endgame on. Or we can simply move scaled height here and use a better component there. Which I'm gonna do now. We can use some defensive one, since our... Actually I managed to cover the elemental res. Let's check if we can swap the armor. Did I sold the... I think I sell my potential upgrade, but that's not big deal. Unfortunately I can't swap the left ring. And I can't swap the right as well. I'm kinda stick with this.
Need something broken down?
I'm gonna use Chains of Oleron for more offensive ability. We can finally get rid of the spawns as well, if you want. Which means I can try either Drick or Sects, or Solal Sect one.
Let's take a look, shall we?
Okay, resistances looks okay.
Be safe out there.
We can reach Malmut. Now it's much safer, there is a nice proc over here. Also, I pick a little bit more sustain. From now on we need levels so we can start farm creek set. We need 3 pieces for the final setup. We look for Dahlia here. We're gonna reposition, of course. Some very good finds. Here we can grab actually more Overlord. This time Dahlia is gonna reward us one of the 3 weapons. We have Stormheart, she's gonna give us Blaze Heart. And there is a Easter egg and Forgotten Gods when you get Chill Heart as well. So these 3 weapons kinda unique, they are all related to the Dahlia's questline. Here we're gonna try to kill as much as we can. We need Malmut resistance reputation badly. They sell a blueprint for our medal or amulet, I'm not sure, I have to check. But also they sell experience potions, so I can max out my devotion as soon as possible. Always take down the healers. I'm gonna sell some stuff and I'm gonna end up the episode here.
Give you a good price on what I've got left.
Armor of Ignafars actually. Gonna sell it, I lose a lot of offensive ability, I don't want this.
Put it to good use.
Before I close the episode, this is how you get Sadina's memento. You have to go to this guy, this abomination here,
So that's what it's gonna take then?
and message is gonna pop up, and we have this another thing that you don't want to sell. That's why I'm gonna keep all this stuff at my stash. When time comes, I'm gonna approach Locker, but for now I'm gonna stay away from this quest line. It's almost finished. And I'm gonna end up the episode here. Thank you everyone for watching. See you in the next one.